1984 by George Orwell is the best political book ever. Change my mind. Hello guys and welcome to I Love Reading, a channel about interesting book-related subreddit topics. If you love our content, please press the like button, leave a comment and lastly, if you're new here, subscribe to our channel. Now let's get started. No matter which page you turn to, some aspect of it fits perfectly in today's world. Keeping in mind it was written in the 40s, it's the best political book, if not the best book, ever. It perfectly underlines the struggles of a dystopian regime. The protagonist's struggle against a regime and his journey as a character is mind-boggling. The ending of the book summarizes it all: you die when you stop thinking. Many current governments in the world seem to be a direct representation of the book, starting with my country, India. I recommend this book to every single person, not just those who have a political view, but everyone else, because the first people to fall in the trap are those without an opinion. I read it in high school and loved it. Recently I read Animal Farm and thoroughly enjoyed it too. It's a quicker read that's less dense than 1984, but still gets the point across really well. I highly recommend it if you like 1984. I've actually read Animal Farm. It is an amazing book. A quick read and kindles the mind equally well. Did you read We in English by Yevgeny Zamyatin, written in 1924? To me, it's the root of 1984 and Brave New World, although the authors deny. I would agree that We is the root of 1984. A Brave New World, although probably inspired, I think Huxley's enslavement through pleasure as opposed to enslavement through fear is an important distinction. A true masterpiece, the book goes beyond politics as some of the concepts can be applied to business, advertising, and religion as well. If you ever read a sales book, you'll find plenty of newspeak advices to help you close the sale. E.g., tell the customer he's investing and not purchasing, never mention the word contract, instead say paperwork. Sell the negative features of a product as an advantage, etc. Perhaps instead of best, you mean the most relevant today. People have been amazed with how well 1984 fits with that generation's politics for decades now. It's no more relevant today than it was 20 years ago. Certainly. Also, the literary devices in the book are aptly placed and create the perfect imagination. So you could say it's best in that way too. A book's quality is often measured by the impact and its relevance. 1984 stands tall in both. Facebook, Apple, Google, and Amazon are much more Brave New World than 1984. In my opinion, it's poorly written and the story is badly structured. Cool ideas and the whole setting is pretty much timeless, it will be relevant no matter where or when, but the book itself is far from perfect. My top 3 that really reflects today's dystopia. Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. 1984 by George Orwell. The Fifth Cycle by Tober Eichmann. It is pretty good, but I like Max Berry's Jennifer Government better. I agree, and the relevance is really striking when you think about when it was written, shortly before East Germany became a thing. Exactly. I read somewhere that Orwell believed the world wouldn't be able to handle the sudden end of colonialism and the world would be oppressed soon by regimes. It isn't far from the truth. Certainly not better than the biographies of Robert Caro, the writings of Henry Kissinger, or the work of Max Boot. 1984 is a fine book of speculative fiction, but to be wowed by OMG, it's so relevant today is to ignore that the political world of the 40s isn't that much different than the political world of the 2010s. You have clearly never read the Zach Power series, my dude. It is incredibly insightful in how it examines the political machinery of what would become Orwell's future. The nature of propaganda, social engineering, and media manipulation when applied to subjugating a populace by their own will. The war on X is used fervently by lots of governments around the world, be it drugs, terrorism, crime, prostitution, basically anything a government wants to use as the kernel of fear to grow our compliance around. I read it about 18 months ago for the first time in a long time and was dumbfounded at its concise and accurate description of what still abounds today. It may be set in a post-Marxist communist dystopia, but all 3 states in the narrative are as culpable for perpetuating the stalemate. I think you meant to say Animal Farm. There you have it, interesting comments by Reddit users concerning a political book, 1984 by George Orwell. Note: books talked about in the video can be accessed through the link on the description below. Thank you for watching till the end. If you loved the video, don't forget to press the like button and also subscribe to I Love Reading. See you on the next video.